actually a farmer from Dhaid, Emirate of Sharjah, and he owns a greenhouse and net house where he grows organic products. And really, it's a commendable. And he is one of the local farmer in the UAE who started cultivating quinoa on Iqbal's recommendation. That's a very key point. He is keen to continue quinoa cultivation along with the vegetable production, as quinoa does not require a considerable amount of the water. So that's why he's conserving the water also. So he's teaching the people also how to do that, and also advocating the quinoa for the marginal environment. So over to you, Mr. Jamal.
Yes, thanks for inviting us for this is the meeting, and to show the peoples about the quinoa. Really, this is the first state for me to farm the quinoa, and I find it in the end it was very good things, and it's very easy things to. Actually, I'm not very more for the quinoa, but when I find it, really, I like to test to do all the farmers. And one our Sheikh Salim Al-Qasmi, we was in his Majlis meeting, and some our friends there, they give us the quinoa. So they told us to sell the, and it was very easy and very nice. It was my first experience for the quinoa, and actually all the things was very easy and very interested in it. And my daughter will be going to give the little summary about the quinoa. Thank you.
Thank you. We would like to listen from your daughter. Yes, very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. At first, I wanted to thank God for this blessings He gave me, and personally, I'd like to try new things, and this is one of the new experiences that I really enjoyed. I haven't studied in this field, but I enjoy it as a hobby. This was my first time planting this kind of seeds. I wanted to experiment in a small quantity at first and see how everything goes. My experience was delight planting quinoa. It was a very easy, and it did not consume a lot of time. Trying to figure out this plant, it did not need a lot of time. This plant needed, although I haven't the experience that I did not have. I documented its growth over time until it was the time to harvest it. It is a very beautiful plant. If you don't know the plant, you may mistake it for a flower, of how beautiful it is. And over the few years, I would like to experiment more and try to harvest it in larger quantities and learn more and preparing and harvesting in this field. As I know, there are a lot of types of quinoa, and I'd like to know more about them. And lastly, I'd like to thank John Pablo Rodriguez for inviting me and letting me try this experiment with him.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's so nice. Barakallahu fikum. It's really young Emirati as well, woman interested in experimenting with quinoa. MashaAllah.
This is actually my dad's hobby. He really enjoyed trying to plant new things for us. First, he started them in the farm, and then he started harvesting them in the house.
Thank you very much.
Good, thank you.
I think there is photos more in the PowerPoint, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe go through the slides then. Here we go. Maybe you want to talk to it, my dear. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Here we started first in the farm that my dad owned. He started planting them and doing all the things alone. Like if you can see in the baskets that he did.
Yeah.
He built them alone and tried to harvest them in a different way that he won't consume a lot of water, and he'd use recycled water. And these are some photos that we used for planting them. Can we see the other slides? This is how it was harvested. in the farm. That's
Okay.
it for us.
Okay, thank you
Next
very
slide.
much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Dr.
It's a pleasure.
Mr. Jamal.
Mhm.
Thank you, Mr. Jamal. So for a very nice, overview of the quinoa, and really you gave the insight that how did you became interested in that, and how your daughter also was very interested in that to have the new experience. And she very well said, easy to grow. That's a very great thing, and up to the full growth period she did it, and she'd like to experiment more, and she's most welcome to come with you or maybe alone in ICBA and have the more experiment on the quinoa. We will be welcoming her, definitely. Thank you very much once again. So our next speaker is a big chef, Mr. Luca Cobre. He's executive chef and manager of Healthy Farm Eateries. So he's a really very renowned chef, and it's very difficult to get time from him. Actually, yesterday we got him a little bit, late. So that's why now, Mr. Luca.